Hi again, everybody. It's Silo Rebel Baseball, and it's Game 3 of the district tournament, the Rebels and the Stonewall Longhorns. And we are just about set for the first pitch. And it's going to be delivered by Easton Ford. And it's first pitch on the ground, left side. Here's the throw from Kyler Proctor, and not in time. So a infield single on the first pitch. That pitch was a ball to the next batter, Micah Matt, who's going to bunt that one. Fielded there by Easton Ford. He goes to first in time. So the sacrifice bunt moves the runner over. Batting is the first baseman, Ani Gutierrez. So the third batter for the Longhorns, they've got a runner in scoring position. And Gutierrez takes the pitch in there for a strike called from Easton Ford. And the next one is a called strike as well. 0-2 the count. That ball's low and away. One and two. And swing and a miss for strike three. There's two gone. Here in the first. Batting is the catcher, Layden Bailey. So Bailey to hit with two outs. And a strike called from Easton Ford. And another one. Quickly ahead in the count at 0-2. Easton making his fifth start of the season. He's got a 3-0 record with a save, and there's swing and a miss for strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for the Longhorns. In the inning for Stonewall, no runs, one hit. One man left on base, 10 pitches, 3-1. Didn't have a chance to give Easton's numbers there in the first. The 3-0 with a one save on the season, a 3.08 earned run average coming into today's action. 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. He had allowed 20 runs, 10 earned on 26 hits, struck out 27 and walked 11. And we head to the bottom of the first inning now. On the mound for the Longhorns is going to be Garrett Gambrell. Leading off, shortstop Kyler Proctor. So Proctor to bat here, leading off against Gambrell in the first. He squares and takes the pitch in there for a strike called. Bottom half of the first inning. Here's the next pitch, and Proctor watches that one. Outside for a ball. On the season now, Kyler hitting at .421 through the earlier action today, and that pitch bounces in there for a ball. 2-1 the count. Proctor's got 4 doubles, 6 triples, 5 home runs, 26 RBIs, and 36 runs scored this season. Added another stolen base in the earlier game, and there's a strike called, and evens the count at 2-2. Pitch from Gambrell is outside, so the count runs full to Proctor leading off here. He's got a good on-base percentage, .571 on the season, batting in the leadoff spot. And the next one, it swung on and missed in the dirt. Strike 3, and the throw down to first base is going to be in time. They get Proctor out swinging on the curveball. Now batting center fielder, Connor Cordell. So it's Cordell now with 1 out. Trying to get the Rebels started here in the first, and he looks at the first pitch off speed for a strike. 0-1. Connor, a good opening contest, now at .441 on the season. And that one misses for a ball. Count even. Here's the next pitch from Gambrell, and it's going to be fouled. Just got a piece of that one. The pitch from Gambrell swung on and pulled foul past the third base coaching box, and Cordell spoils that one. It's 1-2. Here comes the next pitch. Breaking ball, swung on. Ground ball hit to third. Up with it is the third baseman, and the throw over in time from Summers to Gutierrez, and Cordell is out. 2 gone. Brings up the pitcher, Easton Ford. So Ford now batting. And there's a looping curve in there for a strike. Nothing in 1 to Ford. And he's going to swing on the next pitch. It's a 2-hopper to third. The throw up the line, but the tag applied by Gutierrez. And Ford is retired to end the inning. 5-3 on the putout. For the Rebels in the first, no runs, no hits, nobody left. 13 pitches through 1 inning. Leading off for Stonewall, the pitcher, Garrett Gambrell. So Gambrell steps up to start things here in the second inning, and he will swing on the first pitch and got a piece of it, fouled it off the umpire. Takes time out there. Second inning, no score thus far. Easton Ford rocks and fires home, and that pitch is high for a ball. Here's the next one. It's in there for a called strike. 1-2 now, the count to Gambrell. The leadoff batter here in the second. And there's a breaking ball. Drops in there for strike three called. The next batter is third baseman Matt Summers. And Summers takes that pitch for a strike. 0-1. And Ford's next offering is a bit low for a ball. It's a ground ball hit left side, fielded by Carter Parker, and he's going to toss it over to first in time for the out. 2 away. Batting as the designated hitter, Tegas Pogue. So Pogue hitting. First pitch was a ball, as was the second. 2-0 the count. Ford's pitch, swing and a miss on that one. Here's Easton's next offering, and that one swung on and missed as well on the high fastball. 2-2 the count, 2 outs. Next one, and a breaking ball called strike 3 to end the inning. Ford gets him looking. That'll be his 4th strikeout. Longhorns go in order in the second inning. 22 pitches through 2. Moving quickly along to the bottom of the second inning. It's going to be Delton Roberts to lead it off 4, 5, and 6 batters for the Rebels after they went down in order in the first. First baseman Delton Roberts. And Roberts watches that one low in the dirt. Delton now at 458 we average for the season after the earlier contest today. And he's going to swing on that pitch and pulls it into left for a base hit. Stayed back and pulled it into left for that first hit of the game. Runner aboard. Next batter, left fielder, Sawyer Reddick. So Reddick to bat. Reddick had a big game earlier this afternoon, 3 hits, and there's a wild pickoff throw. It gets off into the right field corner. Roberts is around second. He's headed for third, and he's going to round third and slip. Coming around third base, has to go back as the throw comes in, and he's back in safely at third base. So Roberts all the way around to third, 90 feet away from scoring the first run of the contest. Reddick's got a chance for an RBI as that pitch outside for a ball. Three hits earlier today. He's now at 459 on the season. And he's going to hit this one into left. That one's going to drop in front of the left fielder for a base hit. Fourth hit of the day for Sawyer Reddick, and it scores a run. RBI number 29 on the season. He's second on the team, and the Rebels lead at 1-0. Next batter is the third baseman, Carter Parker. So 1-0 lead for Silo after the RBI single by Reddick. Here's the pitch from Gambrel, and it bounces, gets away from the catcher. Here's Reddick on to second base. Parker had a couple of doubles in the earlier contest. Now batting with the 1-0 count. He's got an RBI chance with the runner in scoring position here, and he's going to swing on that one. Driven deep to left, and it's going to be foul. Just short of the fence, but in foul ground out there. Evens the count at 1-1. And we've got a balk called. So Reddick's going to move on down to third base on the balk. Now just 90 feet away with nobody out. The pitch to Parker is low. 2-1, the count, as another breaking ball, and that one misses. 3-1. Gambrel checks the runner, pitch home, and it's outside for ball 4. Parker is aboard. Runners are at the corners. Now batting catcher Josh Trout. So Trout will hit with runners at the corners and nobody out. And runner starts to go and is picked off first, but it gets away from the first baseman on the pickoff. Reddick's going to score. Parker's all the way down to third base, and the throw back in gets away into the dugout, and Parker's going to trot home on another error. 2 errors on the play, and the Rebels have a couple more runs. It's 3-0. Trout watches that pitch. 1-0. Swing on the next one. It's a ground ball hit to third. Up with it is the third baseman, and over and out on the throw from Summers is Trout. There's one away. Next batter is the second baseman, Charlie Gardner. So Gardner to bat. Charlie hitting at .353 with just his 20th at bat of the season here. And there's a looping curve that drops in there for a strike. Gardner watches that one in there, and there's the next one. It's driven up the middle for a base hit. Found a straight one and drove it right back where it came from. Next batter is the right fielder, Mason Urbany. So Gardner aboard with one out. Now Urbany to bat. Rebels trying to turn the lineup back to the top. Here's a bunt, and it's fouled. So Urbany bunts foul on the first pitch. Came in hitting .348 into this contest. Pickoff attempt was unsuccessful. Here's the next pitch. It's a curveball in the dirt. Gardner going to second, and he's going to be in easily head of the throw. So now in scoring position with just one out. Rebels have 3 runs in the inning. And Urbany squares again and ducks out of the way of that curveball as it stays high. 2-1. Gambrell now is going to step off and look Gardner back at second. I'll check the runner. And he's going. The pitch taken for a strike. Gardner steals the bag at third. Two the count now to Urbany. Chokes up on the bat. Here's the breaking ball, and it is ball 3. Carmody thought it was ball 4 there. Count is full. Here's the payoff pitch from Gambrell. It's swung on. It's hit high in the air to left. Left fielder's going to catch it. Here comes the throw home. Not going to be in time as Gardner tags and scores. Sacrifice fly from Urbany. And it's now 4-0. So the sac fly to left scores another. There's 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Shortstop, Kyler Proctor. And Proctor will bat. Pitch from Gambrell. There's another breaking ball that misses. Rebels won earlier today, 12-0 over Rock Creek, and here's a swing and a miss for a strike. Rock Creek turned around and beat Stonewall 10-2. And now it's the Rebels and Stonewall here. With the Longhorns on the brink of elimination. Here's a ground ball hit to third. Up with it, third baseman. The throw over is high from Summers, and Proctor is safe on the high throw. Batting center fielder, Connor Cordell. So Cordell batting. Now here's Proctor headed to second, and he's going to have that stolen easily. The pitch was a ball. That was Proctor's 18th steal of the season, and here's one driven into left field. Line drive by Cordell. Proctor's around third. He'll score. Cordell's headed to second as the throw bobbled, getting back in, and the Rebels have another run. It's 5-0. Easton Ford now hitting. Cordell headed to second. He's going to steal it. The pitch was outside, or excuse me, he's on to third base now. Batting is the pitcher, Easton Ford. So now 90 feet away is Cordell, and the pitch from Ford. Hit high in the air to left, and the left fielder going to make the catch for out number 3. As Ford flies out to deep left to end the inning. Silo, however, scores 5 runs on 4 hits, and there were 5 errors. In the inning for the Rebels, 5 runs, 4 hits. There were 4 errors, and a man left. 39 pitches through 2 innings. 5-0 Rebels as we go to the third. They're on SolidRebels.tv. Leading off for Stonewall, the second baseman, Gage Brady. So Brady will be the leadoff batter here in the third. Rebels put up a 5 spot in the second to take the lead here. And the first pitch to Brady is a ball from Easton Ford. Easton 22 pitches through 2 innings. And that one's low. So next pitch in there for a strike called. 2-1 now the count to Brady. 8, 9, and 1 batters due up for the Longhorns here in the inning. Ford's next pitch in there for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2. Payoff, or the 2-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. Easton records strikeout number 5. Batting is the right fielder, Caden Romines. He watches that pitch as it's called a ball. 1-0. Here's Ford's next delivery. It's a strike called. Evens it up at 1-1 to Romines. And the Longhorns will be back to the top of the order here in the third. Other pitch taken for a strike. That one from Ford just misses. Evens it up at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Second straight strikeout by Easton Ford here to start this third inning. Back to the top of the order in center fielder Ryan Guffey. So Guffey to bat now with 2 outs. And he's going to take a swing on that pitch and foul it straight back. Another swing and a miss. It's 0-2. That pitch from Easton was outside. 1-2. Next delivery, and there's one. Catches the inside corner on the backdoor curve. Strikeout number 7 for Ford. And the Longhorns are retired in the third inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Longhorns. 35 pitches through 3 innings. Leading off for Silo, first baseman Delton Roberts. That's going to be 4, 5, and 6 for the Rebels here in the third as Roberts to lead off against Gambrel, and he's going to pop the first pitch foul off the right side and out of play. Next one, and it is just a little bit low. Roberts had a single to lead off the last inning. That 5-run Silo second. And he watches ball 2. Two won the count. Here's Gambrel's next delivery. It's in the dirt, 3-1. And the next pitch, it's smashed to left for a base hit in front of the left fielder line drive. And Roberts is aboard, second hit of the game. Next batter is the left fielder, Sawyer Reddick. Reddick's working a pretty good day. He's got 4 hits on the day thus far. Comes up with a runner on, nobody out here. And he watches that one outside. Ball 1 from Gambrel. Pickoff attempt at first is unsuccessful as Roberts back easily that time. Now 1-0. The pitch home is swing and a miss. And the toss goes to first, but Roberts is back in safely. Count even at 1-1. And that one stays high for a ball from Gambrel. 2-1 the count. Next one, base hit into left. Finds a hole there. Here comes a throw coming to third. Sliding in is Roberts, and he's going to be tagged out, trying to go from first to third on the single to left. A base hit by Reddick to left, but Roberts is called out at third base, trying to advance all the way from first. Batting is the third baseman, Carter Parker. So there's one out now. And that one misses high for a ball. Swing and a miss that time by Parker. As the pitcher Gambrel pulled the string on that one. Count is even. Pickoff try at second as Reddick slides back in. Gabriel checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch home, and it bounces in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Here's Reddick on down to third base. Now he's 90 feet away with one out. Rebels with a chance to tack on a run right here. The pitch home, swung on, and it's popped up, but foul, and it's going to be out of play. Straight up and hooked out of play. Count now 2-2. And there's a swing and miss on that slow breaker that time. And Parker is retired. Batting is catcher Josh Trout. So Trout batting with 2 outs. And he watches that one way outside. Gardner's next pitch is pulled and smashed off the third baseman. And that was a wicked shot off the bat and immediately right off the leg of the third baseman, and he is down. And a run is in, and we've got time call. They're going to see about the Stonewall third baseman. That ball just ricocheted off the leg of the third baseman and all the way back to second base. So Trout is aboard on the smash, and we got a courtesy runner at first base. That's going to be Ethan Wilkerson. Amazingly, the third baseman for Stonewall, Summers, is going to stay in the game. Rebels have added a run at 6-0. Next batter, second baseman Charlie Gardner. So Gardner hitting. Wilkerson off and running. Gardner's hit by the pitch. Too far inside, and there's 2 on. Brings up the right fielder, Mason Urbany. So Urbany back up with a chance to do some damage here. He watches that first pitch. Last time up, he had a sacrifice fly that scored a run. And here's another ground ball. Third baseman, and that one off the leg of the third baseman once again on a hop. And been a tough inning for the Stonewall third baseman, and bases are loaded. Batting is a shortstop, Kyler Proctor. So Proctor hitting with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Pitch from Gambrell is low for a ball. One 0 pitch, and that one's way outside. 2-0. Two and 0 now. Proctor at the front of the box here, and he watches that pitch in there for a strike. Two and 1. Here's Gambrell's next pitch, and it comes way inside, nearly hit him. 3-1 the count. No place to put him for Gambrell. Here's the next pitch, swung on, and it is smashed down into the left field corner. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. And the third. Urbany's around third, headed home. Proctor rolling into third base with a 3-run triple. Proctor picks up his 7th triple of the season and scores 3 runs on that one. Rebels now lead it 9-0. Batting is the center fielder, Connor Cordell. And Cordell watches that breaking ball in the dirt. And here's a ground ball. Cued off the end of the bat. Pitcher Gambrell's going to field, and the throw to first, and the first baseman is off the bag. Gutierrez. Here goes Cordell. He's going to try to make it to second. And the throw is high, and Cordell's on to second base. The Longhorns were standing there looking at each other, and as the throw went to Gutierrez, who was off the bag. So Longhorn error, and the Rebels add a run. It's 10-0. With Cordell now at second base. Batting is the pitcher, Easton Ford. Here's the pitch from Gambrell. It's in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Throw goes to third, and it's high. Cordell is in safely at third base. Rebels with 5 in the inning. The pitch swung on. It is smashed to center. Back is the center fielder, and he's going to have room to make the play. Easton got just a little bit under that one, and it's caught in center field on the flyout. So another tough inning defensively for the Longhorns. 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 more Stonewall errors. In the inning for the Rebels, 5 runs, 3 hits. There were 3 errors and a man left on base. 67 pitches through 3 innings. We go to the 4th. Silo up 10-0 over Stonewall. Heading to the 4th inning. Leading off shortstop, Micah Matt. And the strike there. And this pitch is lined back up the middle for a base hit. Matt with the hit. Next batter, Ani Gutierrez. Swing and a miss by Gutierrez. And that one will be fouled off. And out of play. 4 now, 40 pitches here in the 4th. Next one, and it misses outside. And another one. That one's inside. 2-2 the count. Runner on, nobody out. And here's a ground ball, left side. Proctor goes to second for 1, and the relay from Gardner is there. Double play. 6-4-3 on the putout. As the Rebels with the twin killing on that one. Batting as the catcher, Layden Bailey. So the Longhorns now down to their final out in the season. Trying to avoid elimination here. So that pitch to Bailey was a ball on the first one. Here's the next one. It's a ground ball to second. Gardner on a hop, throw to first in time. On the ground out. And that'll be the ball game. Rebels win at 10-0. That's the ball game. Final score is Silo 10 and Stonewall 0. Well, the next contest, Silo versus Rock Creek coming up in approximately 30 minutes. So that ends it on the run roll. Back-to-back run roll victories for the Rebels as they knock off Stonewall 10-0 after the 12-0 win earlier over Rock Creek. It'll be Silo and Rock Creek coming up next in the district championship matchup. We'll have it for you here on SiloRebels.tv. Looking at the final numbers, look like this. The winning pitcher was Easton Ford. He goes all 4 innings on 45 pitches as he allowed no runs, 2 hits, struck out 7, did not walk a batter to pick up the victory. And at the plate, the Rebels come up with 8 hits. Connor Proctor had a triple and 3 RBIs. Connor Cornell, he had a hit and an RBI. 2 hits for Delton Roberts in the game. 2 hits for Sawyer Reddick and an RBI. Josh Trout had a hit and an RBI. Charlie Gardner also had a hit in the game for Silo. Rebels win it, and they move on. We'll play next against Rock Creek. Championship game coming up in about 30 minutes, and that'll be coming to you here on SiloRebels.tv. And we're back for Silo Rebels baseball, the district championship contest, as the Rebels facing Rock Creek for the second time today. As we take a look at the starting lineups on the mound for the Rebels, are going to be the junior ace Kyler Proctor getting the start on the mound. And the defensive lineman at third base is Delton Roberts. At shortstop, Carter Parker. The second baseman is Sawyer Reddick. At first is Easton Ford. In the outfield, Ethan Wilkerson getting the start once again in the left field. Connor Cordell's in center and Mason Urbany in right. Behind the plate is Josh Trout. Rebels will be the home team. And we are just about set for the first pitch of this district championship contest. Rebels defeated the Mustangs 12-0 in 3 innings earlier. Leading off for Rock Creek, shortstop Clay Stoner. Rock Creek stayed alive with a 10-2 win over Stonewall to get back to this championship contest. And the first pitch from Proctor is in there and swing and a miss for a strike. 0-1. Here's the next one, and it is going to be poked into right field for a base hit. Stoner behind the first pitch. We got that out there just early enough to poke that one into right for the first hit of the game. And the leadoff aboard. Next batter, pitcher, Payson Johnson. So Johnson batting. And that pitch misses for a ball. Proctor came in to the contest. He's making his 5th start, 4-1 the season record, 23 1/3 innings, a 0.60 earned run average, and he picks the runner off first. Stoner is picked off. One to 3 on the pickoff. Caught Stoner leaning. 1-0 the count to the batter Johnson. And the next one misses for a ball, 2-0. 0.60 earned run average for Proctor. He has allowed 4 runs, 2 earned on 11 hits, struck out 37 and walked 11 on the season in 23 1/3 as a swing and a miss. 2-1. And the next one to Johnson is low, 3-1 the count. Proctor's next pitch. Another swing and a miss. And, Johnson thought that was strike 3. He was headed to the dugout. Has to be called back. The count's full. Payoff pitch from Proctor, and it is ball 4. Low on that one. So Johnson draws the free pass. Next batter, catcher Jaden Schaefer. So Schaefer, the hitter, and he's going to foul that one off. Now, foul ball got a piece of the umpire and checking on him now. A runner at first, just 1 out. And Schaefer, the batter. Rebels looking for a double play possibly here. And the pitch is fouled. 0-2 quickly on Schaefer, the 3-hole hitter for Rock Creek. Proctor gets his sign. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The first strikeout of the game. There's 2 down. Now batting first baseman Lex Justice. Justice batting against Proctor here. And the pitch. It's hit on the ground. Right side, up with it, second baseman Reddick over to first in time, and the Mustangs are retired in the first inning on the ground out. For Rock Creek in the first inning, no runs, 1 hit, a man left, 12 pitches, 3-1. Leading off for the Rebels, the pitcher, Kyler Proctor. Proctor to hit against Payson Johnson here. The right-hander. A submarine style from the right side. And here's the first pitch. Proctor takes it high for a ball. Next one way outside, 2-0. Proctor had a big 3-run triple his last at-bat of the previous game against Stonewall. And he's going to square and bunt. Third baseman coming in with it, and he's not going to have a play. Ingram kind of bobbled it, and he wasn't going to have a chance at Proctor, who was quickly down the line on the bunt single. So Proctor starts this one same way he started the game against Rock Creek earlier with the bunt hit. Next batter, center fielder Connor Cordell. Cordell had a bunt single in that one as well. As he's going to take the pitch for a strike. Proctor on down to second base. He steals the bag and is now in scoring position. Another stolen base for Proctor as he continues racking those up. Cordell squares and takes the pitch for strike two. Nothing in two the count. Now Cordell's going to take time and go talk to Coach Bowen. That was Proctor's 19th stolen base of the season. To lead the team. Cordell has found a home in the two-hole the last few weeks. But now behind in the count at 0-2. Here's one fouled off the right side now to play. Toward the Rock Creek dugout. Spoiled that 0-2 pitch. Connor now batting at .435. And a swing and a miss. Chased that breaking pitch. And it's out number one. Next batter is the first baseman, Easton Ford. So it's going to be Easton Ford batting with an RBI chance now. And he takes that pitch. Stealing third is Proctor. The ball deflects off him, gets away into left field, and Proctor's going to score. So Proctor manufactures that run. A bunt hit, pair of stolen bases, and scores on an error. Pitch was a called strike. So Easton is behind in the count at 0-2. He's going to smash this one into left field for a base hit. Hard ground ball single for Easton Ford. Thanks to the Rock Creek error, he doesn't get an RBI on that one, but he does get a hit. And a runner aboard with one out. Next batter is the third baseman, Delton Roberts. And Roberts is going to hit a hard ground ball to second, bobbled there by the second baseman. Trying to get the double play possibility, and it's going to be an error. Error at second. Next batter is the second baseman, Sawyer Reddick. So Reddick to bat. He's got the hot hand on the day. 5 hits today. Had 3 of those against Rock Creek earlier. 2 in the Stonewall victory. And he watches this pitch way outside. So Reddick hitting with 2 on and 1 out. It's up to his average to .476 now. And swing and a miss on that pitch. Inside. Got him tied up. One on the count. Reddick squares, and he watches it high. Rebels have scored a run. Threatening for more now. Johnson fires at home, and it's going to be a strike. As they say, Reddick offered at it on the bunt attempt. Couldn't get the bat back. Evens the count at 2-2. Next delivery, and that one is in the dirt. Bounces and away from the catcher just a little bit. That allows Ford and Roberts to advance. They're at second and third. The payoff pitch to Reddick, and it's ball 4. So Reddick walks. Brings up the shortstop, Parker. Parker hitting with the bases loaded and 1 out. Johnson's pitch, and it's going to be fouled off the right side and out of play. Here comes the next one, and it's outside, 1-1. Think about right-handed hitters against the submarine-style pitchers. You got to try to take the ball the other way to have success most of the time. And there's a strike call. Catches the outside corner. It's now 1-2. That one's in the dirt, bounces away from the catcher, and Ford holds at the bag. Rebels didn't want to chance it there with 1 out. Count even at 2-2 to Parker. Here's Johnson's next pitch, and it sails wide, 3-2. Now for the payoff delivery. It's upstairs for ball 4. Check swing by Parker, and they say he did not go around. A run is in as Parker walks to force in a run. It's 2-0. Batting is the left fielder, Ethan Wilkerson. So Ethan steps in, and he watches the first pitch high for a ball. Swing and a miss by Wilkerson. Evens the count at 1-1. A pitch, it's in there, and Wilkerson's going to foul it off the left side. Got one over the plate, but pulled it foul. Still 1 out, and the base is loaded. Final up 2-0 here in the first. The pitch, and way inside, it hits him. Came too far inside, and it hits Wilkerson. He picks up an RBI, and it's 3-0. Forces in a second run. Batting is the catcher, Josh Trout. So 3 in, 3 on, and Trout going to hit one to second. Slowly hit, so the only play was the first. They're going to get Trout out on the ground out, but a run scores. RBI for Trout, and it's 4-zip. Batting is the right fielder, Mason Urbany. Still runners at second and third, however, and he's going to square and bunt, and fouled. Fouls off the bunt there. So Reddick scored on the ground out by Trout. Urbany down on the count at 0-1, and that pitch stays high. Like it slipped out of Johnson's hand. Parker is at third, Wilkerson at second. The pitch home, and it's lined into right field, over the head of the right fielder. It's rolling all the way to the wall. Urbany's around second. He's headed for third. It's going to be a 2-run triple for Mason Urbany. Smoked it to right field, over the head of the right fielder, all the way to the wall. And it's a 2-run triple. Back to the top of the order. Pitcher, Kyler Proctor. Rebels have plated 6 in the inning, and that pitch is inside. And have batted all the way around. Johnson's next pitch, way high and tight. Gets away from the catcher. Sliding in home is Urbany, and just ahead of the tag. As the catcher tried to retrieve it and come out and tag Urbany, who slides in head first, got the hand in, and he is safe at home. Pitch was a ball, and here's one hit deep to left by Proctor. It's going, and gone. A solo home run for Kyler Proctor. Smashed on that one. And it's 8-0. So Proctor with the home run. On the season, Kyler's 6th home run of the year. And the batter is Connor Cordell. Batting center fielder Connor Cordell. Another pitch from Johnson, and it's way upstairs. Count even at 1-1. Here with 2 outs. 8 in for the Rebels as a swing and a miss. The pitch home, and that misses outside. 2-2 the count. Next pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Gets away from the catcher. Here comes the throw down to the base at first in time to get Cordell for the 3rd out of the inning. Catcher to first base, and that ends the inning. For the Rebels in the first inning, 8 runs, 4 hits. There were 2 errors. Nobody left on base, 37 pitches through 1 inning. Leading off, center fielder Hunter Hamill. So Hamill to bat first, and he watches ball 1 from Proctor. Who's back out on the mound for his second inning of work. And there's a swing and a miss. Next one, that's off speed. Backdoor breaking ball catches the inside corner. Now 1-2. And here's another breaking ball in there for strike 3 called. Proctor picks up strikeout number 2. Next batter, second baseman, Strawn Terrell. So Terrell to bat. Facing Proctor here, and that one down Broadway for strike 1. Rebels with a big 8 spot in the first inning. Now this one's pulled foul. And the count goes to 0-2. Terrell got around the breaking pitch that time, but fouled it off. Now 0-2, the pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Trout. Goes to retrieve it. Count 1-2. Here's Proctor's next pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second as the pitch was in the dirt, and he's out at first. Second straight strikeout. Third baseman Patrick Ingram. And a big swing and a miss by Ingram. Proctor rocks and fires, and that pitch is in the dirt. 1-1. Rebels with 8 runs on 4 hits in the first inning as a pitch swung on and missed by Ingram. Took a hack at that one and couldn't connect. Count out 1-2. Proctor rocks and fires. Breaking ball called strike 3. Proctor strikes out the side. Here in the second inning. Mustangs go in order in the second. 24 pitches through 2 innings. We head to the bottom of inning 2. It's Silo 8 and Rock Creek nothing. Leading off for the Rebels, first baseman Easton Ford. So it's going to be Easton Ford to bat. To start things here in inning number 2. Easton had a single in the first. And he watches that first pitch from Johnson outside. Payson Johnson, 37 pitches in the opening frame. And that one's way outside. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. And Johnson misses once again, 3-0. Rebels won the earlier meeting 12-0 in 3 innings on the run roll. And this one way inside to Easton Ford. He walks. Runner aboard. Now batting third baseman Delton Roberts. So the leadoff aboard once again for Silo here in the second inning. A 4-pitch walk to Easton Ford, and Roberts, the next batter. Johnson back on the rubber, and his pitch home is low for a ball. See what Delton can do here, and that one inside. 2-0. He reached on an error. His first time up. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. Here's a snap throw to first, and Ford is back in. Johnson checks the runner. The pitch home. It is hit in the air. Deep center field. Racing back is the center fielder. He's not going to get there. Hamill can't catch it. It's off the wall. Here comes the throw coming back in, and Roberts is in with a double. Ford stops at third. And the Rebels have something cooking once again here in inning number 2. A big double from Delton Roberts. There's a strike called. Batting is second baseman, Sawyer Reddick. Reddick batting here. Chance to do some more damage. Having a day for the junior as that pitch behind him. Reddick walked his first time up back in the opening inning. He's got 5 hits today. Batting in the 5 hole. The pitch home, and it's taken. Breaking ball for a strike. 1-2 the count. Still nobody out here in the second. The pitch home, it's in the dirt. Count evens at 2-2. Johnson's next delivery, and outside 3-2 the count. They got a base open. Do not have to give in to Reddick here if they so choose. Payoff pitch, swung on, ground ball, back up the middle, fielded by the shortstop on the run. His throw is high, and it gets out of play. 2 runs are going to score. Reddick gets an RBI, and then another on the error. It's 10-0. Got a runner at second base. As the pitch is high to Carter Parker. Parker's going to hit this one high in the air, deep to right field, and back is our left field, excuse me, and the left fielder makes the grab. Now batting number 8, Charlie Gardner. So Gardner's going to pinch hit for Wilkerson here. And he's going to hit one back up the middle, fielded on a hop by the second baseman. Nice play at the bag. And he'll throw to first in time to get the out. Let's see, the pinch runner was, I believe Jory Allen was the runner out there. Batting as catcher, Josh Trout. Johnson's pitch swung on, and it's popped up. Right field, and racing in the right fielder, dives and makes the catch to rob Trout on that one and end the inning. So the catch is made in right. Rebels scored 2 runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error and a man left. 55 pitches through 2 innings. Ladies and gentlemen, starting at next week's regional tournaments, there will not be tickets sold at the gate. Tickets must be pre-ordered and printed at www.gofan.co, or check your school's webpage for a link to purchase tickets for the event. That's www.gofan.co. There's currently a link on the OSSA website that leads you to a YouTube video on how this will look. You'll be able to purchase tickets after the regional bracket is released early next week by the OSSAA. New pitcher for the Rebels, number 5, Delton Roberts. Batting for Rock Creek, left fielder Xander Craig. So Delton comes to the mound now. Defensive changes as Parker moves to third base. And it's Proctor at shortstop. And let's see, Charlie Gardner is the new second baseman. First pitch was fouled off. And the next one is low. Swing and a miss. Here's the pitch from Roberts. Ground ball left side and gets by Parker into left field. So a runner aboard. Batting designated hitter, T.J. Reynolds. Swung on and missed there. And there's strike two called. 1-2 the count. Runner on with nobody out here in the third inning. And the pitch upstairs, but swung on, and Reynolds goes down swinging. Back to the top of the order. Batting as shortstop, Clay Stoner. Here's the pitch from Roberts. It's in there for a strike. Nothing in one. Next one is another swing and miss. 0-2. Update the scoreboard there as it's 10-0. Pitch misses low. We're in the third. Rebels looking for a third straight run rule to capture the district championship, as that pitch is lined back up the middle for a base hit. That off the bat of Stoner. Next batter, pitcher Payson Johnson. Johnson takes a strike from Roberts. A look at second. Here's a chopper on the left side. Fielded there by Parker. His only play, as he bobbled it just a little bit, was tagging the base runner. He was coming right at him. So Parker gets the out. So the fielder's choice. The pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch. Batting is the catcher, Jaden Schaefer. And it's 0-2 after that one. Look at second, pitch home. It's hit on the ground, right side. In for a hit. Urbany up with it. Here comes the throw home, and they hold the runner at third base. Bases are loaded. Poked that 0-2 pitch out there for a base hit. So the bases are loaded. Batting is the first baseman, Lex Justice. Called strike on the first pitch. Here's the next one from Roberts. It's a ground ball right side. There's Gardner. He's got it to first and gets out of it. Gardner to Ford for the out. For the Mustangs in the third inning, no runs, 2 hits. There was an error and 3 men left on, 19 pitches. Going to the bottom of the third inning, Silo 10 and Rock Creek nothing. Leading off for Silo in the third inning, right fielder Mason Urbany. Well, it's going to be Urbany to bat here in the third. 9-1-2 due up for the Rebels, and Urbany's going to swing on the first pitch and hit it into left field for a base hit. Jumped on the first one there, and Urbany with a single to start things. That brings up the shortstop, Kyler Proctor. So Proctor batting now with a runner on, nobody out. And he takes the first pitch inside. Here's the next one, and it's a called strike. 1-1 the count to Kyler Proctor. Next one from Johnson is low. Count out 2-1. The pitch inside 3-1 to Proctor. And the pitch swung on and fouled. Pulled foul down the left side, not a play. So a full count now to Proctor. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be fouled off. The left side is once again. Try it again. Payoff pitch. And it is fouled off once more. Proctor spoils another one from Johnson. Still 3-2. 3 straight. And the pitch. It swung on. It's hit deep to right. Racing back as a right fielder. He's not going to get there. It's off the wall. Still rolling in the outfield. One run is in. Urbany scores. Proctor motoring into third with a stand-up triple and an RBI. For Proctor, that is triple number 8 on the season. Batting for the Rebels, number 9, Casey Spalding. So Spalding hitting here. Chance to end it. As he hits the ball foul. Proctor, the game-ending run on the run roll. He can get home from third. 0-2 the count now to Spalding. And he's going to hit a chopper on the right side of the infield. Picked off there, and then the errant throw to first base. Proctor holds. And Spalding will reach second. Batting is the first baseman, Easton Ford. And Easton takes a hack at that one and fouls it. Nothing in one. And that pitch behind Ford to the backstop. Evens the count at 1-1. The pitch home, and that's upstairs. 2-1 the count. Here's the next pitch, and it's swung on and fouled. 2-2. Easton, couple RBIs sitting out there for the Rebels RBI leader as that pitch way outside. 3-2. Got by the catcher once again. And Ford's going to hit this one deep to center, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. And they're going to hold the runners. So Ford with a single. Batting number 5, Delton Roberts. So no room left for any Rebels. And the pitch from Johnson is in the dirt. Here's the next pitch. And once again, way outside to the backstop. It's 2-0. Here's the next pitch to Roberts, and took a big cut at that one and missed. It's 2-1. Still nobody out here in the third. Rebels 1 run away from ending it, and there's ball 3. Way outside. So 3-1 the count. Pitch home, and it's way inside for ball 4, and that's going to do it. Roberts walks to force in the game-ending run, and the Rebels win it 12-0. The final. Back-to-back 12-0 wins over Rock Creek. And the Rebels are the district champions. They will play in the regional tournament next week, more than likely here at Silo, coming up on Thursday. Now the district championship plaque goes to the Silo Rebels. We'll move on to the regional tournament next week. So the final score is the Rebels 12-0 winners, as they are the district champions once again, and will play in the regional tournament next week. Kyler Proctor gets the win. He goes 2 innings and allowed no runs, 1 hit, struck out 4, and walked 1. Delton Roberts with an inning of relief, as he got some work in as well. No runs, 2 hits, and he struck out a batter. Offensively for the Rebels, once again, third run rule of the day. Kyler Proctor ends up with 3 hits, including a triple and a home run. He drove in 2 runs in the contest. Easton Ford has 2 hits in the game as well. Delton Roberts with a double and an RBI. Sawyer Reddick, 2 RBIs in the contest. And let's see, Mason Urbany had 2 hits, including a triple and 2 RBIs as well for Silo. Rebels win it and improve to 20-2 on the season. And once again, they will be back in action. Regional tournament next week, more than likely here at Silo, coming up on Thursday. And we'll have all the regional action for you right here at SiloRebels.tv on the Squirtle Network. It's going to about do it. Rebels win 3 today and are your district champions. Until next time, I'm Kevin Farr.